uniform should I wear this game?
What?
Which uniform?
This one. Orange belt.
Okay. Gotta go through them all.
Okay, where those? Either those or the other orange belts.
These are 5.
No, they're not. Those are the other orange belts.
These.
They put those on Snapchat. Damn shame this guy's gonna kick your ass.
I don't know against him.
Absolutely garbage.
Garbanzo. I fucking love it when you say
Absolutely garbage. Okay. Who are you playing?
Omar.
What?
Omar.
Who's this team?
The Bengals.
That one's 5. You're 92 overall. You know what it is.
I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. What?
Music cap. Yeah? My paycheck this week's gonna be 8 weeks.
No, this week I'll be 8. Next week I'll be 8.
No, next week I'll be 8.
No, next week will be like 200.
Next week I'll be less than 5. You get a check for $80.
Because it was time and a half.
So you get a check for like 100 maybe.
No.
You work one shift of
just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Some nuggets.
Now they try the right side here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
LeBron James.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
No, you get a big wide receiver. Some random big wide receiver. Anything but LeBron James. Give him a dime.
Mayfield. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
I haven't seen nothing yet. And you just ran inside to him, so. You have 3 receivers in this. That's that.
PS4 on the tight end. That's what.
Nothing. The game's already tied, so.
3rd play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
He's hit him. Najee Harris.
Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Coach Heath's getting his ass handed to him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it cooked it up. And the Bengals grab it.
Ball.
So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Listen.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We got 3. King.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Mayfield on play action. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
I get the ball first. I did. That's not good.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking left sideline. It's complete. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, echo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 43.
They just scored a touchdown.
Back to throw. Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an X out of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well executed, 22-yard gain.
Hold on. Check. Super one.
On first down, it's gone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Are you fucking... This game is so fucking boring.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Tighten up. Yes, sir.
To the air again. Gone.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm not getting some
back Mixon. And he
bullshit.
works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
He's checking credit. Check three. 53 to Mike. 54 now. Hey, watch his flat. Check. Switch number 7.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Mayfield down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 60 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield.
Oh my God, he dropped it.
But it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
I need that. Hey, Christina. Christina.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Hey, kill. Get wide. 2 for 1. Hey, exit.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Nixon will try the right side. He'll He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down now, Nixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to
Nixon.
Yes. Yes, he was.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he's going to find his man in the backfield. That's complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield escaping the pressure rush. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hurry!
I should switch.
Hey, do!
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield flush to his right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Did you get ball enough?
No, he does.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Browns will finally use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Field goal block. Field goal block.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Should be so loud.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Slayer! We 2 jet bombers. We 2 jet bombers.
Yeah, you can't cover.
Hey, alert 33! 50! Mike's 50! Come!
Mayfield looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Yeah. See what happens.
I'm sure it's going to be last.
Do you have the fake fullback flip though?
No. I don't think that's going to work because I think he has really good linebackers and how to play right.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 80 weapons.
They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, I didn't score there. I didn't score.
The 8 bro, just send them. Send the house. Send the whole farm.
Check
You
out
actually.
that.
Get that shit crazy.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, Shell.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun again to Mixon. So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Yeah.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone.
Let's fucking
Unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Because
some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve.
Oh, okay, wow.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Alert, 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 alert. 50, Mike, 50. Watch the slant. Hey, high 7. 50, Mike, 50.
It's so bad.
Here we go, here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50. What's that? Hey, check. I got you.
Mayfield to throw it. Buying time to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right over the 30. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Upstairs.
1st down, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route.
One-on-one there, you just see the receiver trying to run around the defender, meaning he goes right and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll go with Murphy here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 1st and goal, and they're going to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
I could have just scored last time on the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Normally when you run that play on 2nd down, you don't expect to be pushed backwards. But the defense got a strong push up the middle, and he'll wind up losing ground and setting up 3rd down.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check, X3, 218, chop. Sick guy, check sick guy. King.
Hey, Alec, just want to let you know that you're playing on
They'll try to run this one in.
Yes.
And he's in. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Oh my God, he ran the fucking kick.
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check nickel. Hey, 133.
Mayfield on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mayfield off the play fake, rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Mixon, so quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
180! 15, check right 50. We got it. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there, with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Gone. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, 133.
Throwing, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Switch. Whip. Watch the whip.
On 2nd down, Nixon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
To be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hold on.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Let's go, D. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
Here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie there to bat that one away. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. And a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it,
Oh my
all our
God,
friends who
are you
play
serious?
fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show, because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Head, 180! 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys. Mike 50, Mike 50.
On second down, it's Murphy. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight ends, we're up, left. 3 down. Hey, check that.
Now Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Whatever, it is so annoying.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Regular. Mike 20. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Slam.
Mayfield to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Right here. Hatchet. Hey, Charlie.
Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
Tight, watch left. 3 down. Regular.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And that
I missed.
Costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. First throw in overtime for gone. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Come on, Miles. I need you right here, baby. Come on. Come on, Miles.
A shotgun snap for gone. He sets to fire deep.
Catch it.
And
Catch it.
wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
He kept it in bounds.
One team on
He kept it in bounds.
This one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Murphy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Right back to him on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And he'll give it here to his running back. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 1-yard gains are trending. The same result on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.